You know what time it is, nigga. We back. Another episode of the Hate Me Later podcast. I'm very happy to be here because I'm with my niggas. Yeah.
What's up?
Why the
What's
fuck
up?
y'all so quiet? Yeah.
Say what's up? Hello world.
What's poppin'?
I don't like
8 million of you.
Listen,
8 billion of you.
Listen, I don't like none of this. I don't like none of this energy that's going on right now. I say yeah. Okay, finally, we in the fucking building. This is the Hate Me Later podcast. I'm your guy.
He's
your
the guy.
favorite ugly nigga, Solo.
The ugliest.
And I'm here with two of my nearest and dearest friends.
Slightly better looking.
Yo, calm down. Relax. Relax. Know yourself, okay? I don't care.
Model tip, IG model tip, Dre Loxley in the building. You heard me?
You can't find me nowhere. I'm not on IG. I'm not on Twitter.
Anyways,
I'm anonymous.
The nigga
I'll
to
remain
the
that way.
The nigga to the side right now. Hopefully, we're not getting too much fucking feedback in the background. We're gonna try and keep this shit pushing as progressive as possible. If you're not aware, this is the Hate Me Later podcast, and we're currently at Blue Mountain, enjoying a wonderful weekend.
Beautiful
with friends,
Blue Mountain.
Some of which who have nearly not survived yesterday's festivities, but we're happy to have him here.
What you talking about?
You nigga,
Bro, I survived. I just had to take a fucking recharge.
He's perfectly fine.
he's perfectly fine
He's
now,
good.
as always. But you know, it was looking a little bit shaky, but we're happy to have him here.
Mans are never moving shaky. You heard me?
All right, I see
Never.
that one time. One time. What are they fucking talking about? Okay. Anyways, so let's get to the list of debacles, news and views of fuckery. And to start off, we're gonna start off with this fucking
What's
guy
on the
here.
menu? What's on the menu?
You know what's on the menu. The first thing on the menu is this guy's favorite person on the fucking planet. And if you weren't aware on the introduction, this is my guy Andrew.
What's
Say hello.
up? What's up?
He's
What's
here,
up?
he's
What's up?
BabyCakes Walrus.
Okay, he's a
Baby
huge,
Cakes Walrus. That's
he's-
exactly what I'll go.
He's
by.
a huge fan of Kanye West. He's
Kanye Amari West.
The biggest fan of Kanye
he's
West.
a stan, if you will.
I'm a fan of God. Yes.
And I'm happy he is here today because
A fan of God.
he's gonna
Mr. West.
Jesus.
God.
Yo, get this nigga out of here. But let's be clear. This very fuck nigga Kanye
Crystal
West, he's
clear.
here to defend him because no one in this
Fuck
world
nothing.
fends this man Kanye more than him. So, anyways, first on the docket, Kanye West is back, naming his new Adidas shoe line after the Islamic angels of music and death. Hold on, let me get this together now.
What's the controversy behind that?
Israfil and
He's
Azrael.
paying homage. What's the controversy behind
To
it?
who? The Muslims don't think so.
Bro, anybody's gonna feel a way, either regardless what people do out here. People
So,
gonna feel a way
he,
about it.
he can't name his shoe something cool.
Fam.
And if you look at the definition of it, look at the definitions of those words.
It's the angel of music, Islamic angel of music, and Islamic angel of
Yeah.
death. I understand.
What's so wrong about it?
Listen, if you're not aware, Dondre is also a huge stan of Kanye West.
As he should be. As
I'm
we
not-
all
I
should
don't
be.
The
support-
greatest artist alive.
I don't support none of this fuckery.
The greatest artist alive.
I
You
don't
cannot
support-
deny that.
I don't
Yeah,
support.
you do.
You
I
cannot
don't
deny
support
that.
none of this fuckery.
5 straight classic albums. You cannot deny that.
It seems like it's just cool
5
to hate
straight
Kanye,
classic
right?
albums.
Give me the list.
Okay.
1
College
through 5.
Dropout.
Before we get this nigga out of here, give me the list.
College Dropout.
Okay.
1
Late
through
registration.
5.
Okay.
Graduation.
Okay.
808s.
Okay.
My Beautiful Dark
No,
Twisted Fantasy.
hold on. 808s is debatable. Hold on.
Whoa.
Hold on. If you guys see this guy's face, listen, hear me out. It's debatable.
Is it?
It's debatable on the premise that to some people, that album is not highly regarded. That we can agree that when that album dropped, and to this day, that album was a very divisive album. A lot of people didn't like it. A lot of people loved it.
Yeah.
Well, of
Am I
course
wrong?
they're-
Fair?
Of course.
It's
Of
stood the
course.
test of time though.
For people who liked
It
it.
changed the whole soundscape of music.
For people who liked it.
No,
and
it birthed
even if,
careers.
And then
even if
people
it
went back
changed,
and liked
even
it
if it
because they
changed
realized
shit,
they were wrong.
It
it's
birthed
still a
careers.
divisive.
It birthed Kid
It's
Cudi's
still
career.
a divisive
It birthed
album.
Drake's
And
career.
you can't say
It
it's
birthed
a
Travis's
classic like
career.
that.
Juice
It's
WRLD,
a
a lot
personal
of people.
classic. It's a personal classic. It's
Me and
not
Cudi
a
made this
classic
shit.
classic.
Yeah, me and Cudi made this shit.
You guys can fend all you want, but you guys have to fend this. Why is he out
Listen.
here?
You asked for 5 classics. He gave you 5
Yeah,
classics.
5 straight.
That's debatable.
No,
I
it
don't-
isn't.
I don't think anybody
808,
really debates that
listen,
shit.
808s and Heartbreak is fire to me. It was always fire from the day it came out. However, It was a divisive album, and a lot of people didn't like it. It did long term change a lot of sound in the
it's
music.
not a classic. It's
However,
the test of time. That's a classic.
However, the people who didn't like it back then
We're
still
wrong.
Like it now.
Hey, Andre, give me your definition of a classic album right now.
Unanimously, it's liked and appreciated, and it stands the test of time.
It's not like
808s and Heartbreak.
To me, yes. To a lot of people, no.
Well, good on you that you're not one of those people who are wrong.
And listen, I've been fending that album since it dropped,
as you should have been.
but a lot of people did not like that album and still do not like that album.
And a lot of people don't like Kanye West, but guess what? They're wrong.
That's
Exactly. He's still the greatest artist alive.
and
like,
this is the
Facts.
niggas fending. Hold on, Justin, you can't do that. You can't do that. Either you're here or you're not. For the listeners, that is Justin Lim.
We got a lot of people in and out
Here,
here.
he's coming being a
just wanna
fuck
say one
nigga.
thing, man.
What?
Yo, Tory Lanez did nothing wrong.
We're gonna get to that.
Hashtag free Tory.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
We'll
if
get
you
to
wanna,
that.
if you wanna jump back in during the Tory conversation,
We'll bring you
that's
back for the
cool.
Tory.
but as of right now,
Daystar is my friend.
back to this thing that was not supposed to be a Kanye conversation about Kanye albums and all that shit. The point is, this nigga's out here. He's got the Muslim and Islamic community pissed off, and I need you guys, since you niggas are the Cape Crusaders of Kanye, to fucking come and fend that. Go ahead.
Okay, so he used a really cool word as a name for his art.
Is it just a word?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if you seen somebody name something like just in passing or a brand after something that was like
Is it
religious,
yeah, it's not really offensive.
Yo, listen,
Is it offensive?
It's offensive if Muslim people are in outrage over it and they're pissed off and they're trying to
Over
get
a
this
word?
shit.
What are they mad about?
Fam,
The
do you
meaning-
understand?
the
Do you
meaning
see
of
how?
it, like-
Do you know Muslims don't play about the religion? Do you see how they snap about people trying to make images of Muhammad? It's
Okay.
not a game. None of that religious iconography or figures is a
In
game.
a way, he's paying homage though. By
Is he?
using- Yeah, by using that
A
name.
Christian,
But the definition of the word though.
a fam.
Look at the definition of the word though.
Yo,
Those
listen.
two words.
Let me tell you right now, all the Muslim listeners, I don't fend these niggas. I don't fend Kanye's fuckery. Don't slide by me. I understand.
I have a question for the Muslim listeners. Are you offended by this name that he chose to name a shoe?
Clearly, they are if they're trying to petition it and making a whole bunch of noise.
Well,
about
I would love to know why they're offended.
it. Because you don't mess with their religious figures. Period.
I mean,
That's it.
using something that you find unique enough to brand your art with, I think is paying
Homage,
homage.
no?
Yeah.
like
Okay, so you could feel that way, but look at it.
Like,
this-
I mean, if he came and said, "Oh, I hate these shoes. These are my worst shoes ever. Now let me name them something Muslim related."
well, let's be
then I can
realistic. Them
understand some
shoes
kind
is
of
ugly
offense.
as fuck. Them shoes is ugly as fuck.
Pull up the shoe for me.
Okay.
I mean, to you, I mean, they're not
Them
that
shits
bad.
is ugly,
the
bro.
350s are kind of slacking
Yo,
lately, but they're
listen.
not that bad.
They have been a
Let's-
little bit, yes.
Yeah, they've been slacking.
They
They've
have
been
been.
Your
slacking
whole,
lately, for
let's be
sure.
real. Your whole opinion is biased, considering y'all niggas will buy anything Kanye wears. First of all, them Yeezys.
Of course, my opinion.
Are
I'm
not
rocking some
cool.
Yeezys right now. Do
not
not disrespect
cool.
my
Kanye is
Yeezys
the
right now.
greatest
You
artist
tell
on
me
the
these Yeezys
planet.
are not fire, bro. I'm rocking right now the Yeezy 700 inertias.
What does that
These
mean?
are fire.
What does that mean to me?
I mean, what does that mean to me?
What does that mean
Bro,
to
look
me?
at my outfit right now.
Is it-
Am I not dripping, dog?
The
Is it
Yeezys?
not dripping though? Is this not dripping?
The
Yeezys are
Yeezys.
drip.
The Yeezys.
They
'Cause the
The
absolutely
Yeezys
Yeezys
are
are-
drip. Yeezys are drip.
Yo, fam, listen. I don't like the shoes. I don't like most of Kanye's clothes. They look like bum clothes.
So they're not drip?
Not for me.
Because you don't like them?
Not for me. Do you hear what I said? Not for me.
Yeezys is drip though.
Not for me.
Take this in though.
Not for me.
This man's an artist. He's a fucking rapper.
And that's the stance.
He's a rapper, and
Is
he has
he?
one of the biggest shoe lines in the fucking world. Take that
Is
in.
he?
Take that in.
One of the biggest.
Is he? I know y'all niggas is gonna like this shit. I don't like this
Bro.
shit. This shit ugly to me.
Tell me.
Yeah, I think this looks
Yeezy
completely
second to
fine.
Jordan, no?
What?
Yeezy second
He
to
definitely
Jordan.
has uglier shoes than this one.
I don't know.
Yeezy second to Jordan, no?
That one's not bad. It's.
I know
it's not,
you
it's
fuck
not
with
the
it.
ugliest
Not
he's
that
come
bad.
out
I
with.
like the Israel Phil. Is that how you pronounce it? Israel Phil?
I probably no disrespect to the Muslims. Listen, I don't.
The Azriel, they're okay.
I don't want no smoke with the Muslims.
But like, how is it disrespectful?
I don't
get
think
it,
he
like,
does either.
listen, it's the fact. From my understanding, it's the fact you do not take the names of the religious figures lightly enough to brand it on your product that you're selling. That's as far as I understand. Muslims don't play about
So
that.
you're telling me he's profiting off their religion? That's what you're saying. Is that what you're saying?
Profiting off. I guess it would be considered haram to some degree. because they're using religious names for your worldly product. I'm not a Muslim, but I do respect the Islamic and Muslim faith, and I could somewhat understand why having your religious figure. It's like a man coming out. It's like a man who was Buddhist coming out with a shoe called the Jesus Christ fives. I know you
That's
got.
no,
Listen,
there's no correlation there.
Listen.
There's
I
no
know
correlation
listen,
there,
That's
man.
a little extreme.
I
Yeah,
know
you did,
guys.
you did.
I
You
know
took it
you
to the
guys are
extreme right
not
there.
gonna take it as deep.
No niggas gonna come out with Jesus Christ.
I know you
vibes.
guys are not gonna take it
That's
as deep.
disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you this, I guarantee you, if a Buddhist man come out with a Jesus Christ fives and they're selling like hotcakes, Christians are gonna riot, fam. They're not gonna play
I
about
don't think
that.
anybody would do that, to be honest.
There are gonna be Christians that are gonna be rioted. They
I don't know.
play
I don't
that
think
shit.
anyone nigga would name their shoe Jesus Christ.
It's not a. It's an example.
Yeah, I know, but that's a totally extreme example.
Okay.
That's a very extreme example.
Okay, well, like your guy who's an extreme guy.
Yeah, he is.
All of
he
this,
has his extremes, of
and
course.
speaking about extremes, another point we were supposed to go over is the fact that this nigga was said to be splitting or used to split Joe Biden's presidential votes, suppress the black vote, coming out with his fuckery.
I don't think black people would
presidential.
vote for him anyways, though.
Kanye West?
I
Yeah,
don't think black people are gonna vote for him anyways. So
Kanye West's entire presidential run is just promotion for him.
so
Real
we're
shit, I feel like I don't know if it's trolling or not. I feel like it's a big troll.
There
to
has
be
never
honest.
been a day where I actually believed Kanye West was running for
So
president.
why you
I don't
defend
think
this
he
man like
even
that?
believes he's running for
It's the
president.
biggest troll right now.
Honestly,
to me.
I think
so we're all in agreement that this entire presidential election is just a rollout.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right.
Kanye
moving
West
on.
always rolls out whenever he speaks, it's a rollout.
Yeah, like when he starts tweeting more, you know he's gonna drop an album soon.
What?
When he starts tweeting more, he's gonna drop an album soon.
Fair
when,
enough.
When he goes on the Twitter ads, he's gonna
Fair
drop
enough.
an album.
All right. Well, I guess that's that. We can get that shit the fuck out of here.
There won't be any Kanye West president.
We know that, but the fact is,
I think he
His-
knows that too.
his attempted presidential run, realistically,
Sold more shoes.
is.
Yeah.
But there are fuck niggas who are willing to vote for Kanye.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely. People vote for Harambe. Like, of course you're gonna
That's
fucking
true.
vote for Kanye.
People vote
That's
for
true,
Harambe.
and I think they're
I
saying.
mean, I don't want to offend any Trump supporters, but people
Yo,
didn't
listen,
think
no,
Trump was
listen.
going to win, and there you go.
Hate Trump or not, that man had results.
He absolutely did.
He had
He was
results.
smart with it. The way he
Hate
did it.
him or not, he had
People
results.
didn't think he was going to win, and
He
then
got
boom,
he got
he won.
presidency off Twitter, pretty much Twitter. Like he made that shit off Twitter.
All right, so I guess
And he might do it again.
Yeah, it's possible.
most likely.
Most
I don't
likely.
think it's most likely, but
I
It's
think
most likely, fam.
I think it's a pretty good
It's
chance.
most likely. I think he's gonna win. But anyways, so next on the docket, Elon Musk has Neuralink chips that at first was made to possibly stream music directly to your brain. Have you heard about this? You guys
No,
hear about
I
this?
I've not heard about that, but honestly, that
He's-
sounds pretty sick.
So this man's trying to send have a neural chip so basically you can stream music to your brain. And this is the funniest thing about this story because I watched this for a couple weeks now and it's slowly changed and developed, and this was my worry. It's become music, and then I saw another one talking about now you can change your mood. And then I seen another one today about
This is some crazy brainwashing scheme.
that's what I think about. Some
It
brainwashing
says
shit.
brain implant device that could be used to cure dementia, blindness, and other neurological diseases.
Sounds like straight from a sci-fi novel. Like,
sounds like
what
a
is
plot
that,
of
bro?
a-
It sounds like-
Everything
crazy
Elon
sci-fi
Musk
flick.
does is damn near a sci-fi movie.
Yeah,
for real
but
though.
that man's a genius.
He is. He's on some like.
Are you
futuristic type
taking a
shit.
Neuralink to stream your Spotify to your brain?
I mean, whether I do it or not, if he can pull that off, is that not amazing?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
he can brainwash you, is that not amazing? That's
That's my
innovative
point.
as hell.
But that's my point. If you have now the capability to stream music to my brain, what else do you have the capability to stream to my
Yeah,
brain?
you could definitely abuse that for sure.
And if this man's talking about you can switch your mood with this thing, your mood, fam?
That's pretty.
Sounds like
dirty.
you might be able to control
That's a
my
mood ring on
That's
in your head.
crazy.
That's
Because
pretty sick.
who would want to be in a shitty mood? Who would set their dial? Who would set their dial to shitty?
You know, there are some people out there that get off on that.
That
I
would
mean,
set.
what does that chip do? Does it fucking just fill your brain with serotonin or some shit? Like,
You know what I-
fucking
what I
shit.
would
That shit is
assume
bad.
it would
Yeah, what's
do?
the science behind this?
What I
Yeah,
would-
you know what I mean?
What I would assume it would do, and this is just me going off the cuff, off my own knowledge of like shit like this. I'm assuming that what it would do is attach to your brain, and the way your brain works is that it sends electrical pulses through it, right? So I'm assuming that the Neuralink would do the same thing and send electrical pulses to different parts of your brain, encouraging it to do certain things like
So is this a surgery that you have to take?
I don't know.
Probably an implant.
I'm pretty sure
Definitely
it's an implant.
Definitely an implant for sure.
So I'm pretty sure it's gonna go in your body. But Elon Musk,
I hope Elon uses his powers for good and not evil, because in the past we've seen that he's done some pretty cool shit in the world.
that's true.
And he strikes me as the kind of guy that wants to,
Fix
give
things?
to the people. Yeah.
Yeah,
He seems like a
he
people kind of
does.
guy.
He does
so
not seem like a Lex Luthor.
Let's hope he doesn't use his powers for evil.
We can only hope, but I mean, the man
But I
named
mean,
his a math problem, so
A chip in my head that can get Spotify like headphoneless.
That's pretty dirty.
That's sick.
a chip that can change your mood, fam.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know about that one, but the music sounds pretty cool.
Music's pretty dope.
But it's like, but even with those situations, it's like if you have a scenario where it's like you got a door, and in between you and the door is 1,000 snakes. You don't know which one's poisonous, but do you hold the door open still and let them come through, or do you close the door to all of them, even if they're all not poisonous? Did I go over your head?
I have to get through these doors.
yeah. Like,
No,
yes,
no.
You have to. Like,
No, you're on one side of a door.
Yeah,
on
okay.
the other side is a bunch of snakes or lions or whatever deadly. Well, let's just use snakes. Snakes coming
poisonous
towards.
snakes.
Not all of them.
Okay.
But how are you to differentiate?
True. Okay.
So therefore, what do? Do you close the door to all of them, or do you let them in because some of them might not be poisonous?
So I don't have to go through the door.
No.
So this is just about the animals.
But
Yeah.
if you don't open the door, you might be losing
Well-
an opportunity or something like that. Is that what you're saying?
I'm trying to say, just because the possibility for some of them not to be poisonous is there, the risk that some of them are poisonous is too great to take.
Okay.
For example,
For
the fact that you can
self-preservation,
spam music to
fuck
my brain
the
on the
door.
free flow, that's cool. But what else are you spamming to the brain on the low? These people are listening to your voices on your phone without you even realizing it. What the
Well,
fuck do you
yeah.
think they're gonna do when they can stream shit to your
When
brain?
you see fucking ads coming up that you just talked about the other
Bro,
day.
imagine them running ads to your brain on a random.
Yeah. Imagine fucking
Imagine
commercials.
that fucking
Because
South
you didn't,
Park
because you didn't
episode.
pay your monthly bill, your premium brain subscription, not to have ads running in your brain at random times. What if you're fucking sleep and you're woken up by a Spotify ad in your brain?
Well, if we get to that point, then absolutely fuck that idea.
That's pretty fucked up,
Bro.
People are just like implanting advertising into your head, bro. That's kind of fucked
on the
up.
low ski while you're sleeping, what if it knows when you're
You
sleeping and
wake
just
up
start
and all
playing
of a
ads
sudden-
in your head?
You wake up all of a sudden and you really want some McDonald's?
Exactly, like what? I'm like,
That's kinda
I
fucked
really
up.
want that new McChicken Whopper, whatever the fuck that is.
Wonder where I got that idea.
That's
And
definitely brainwashing.
And you're like, is that a
That-
real
that's
thing?
brainwashing.
And then,
That's brainwashing.
and then I think about it. You're like, is that a real thing? And then the day of, you think of that shit. New McDonald's menu, the McChicken Whopper. Come on down. You're like, what the fuck?
I can't remember what I did last Tuesday, but I can remember the price of a McChicken.
What is it?
Give me the brainwash
So
chip.
you-
I'll let you know.
So you don't.
Absolutely not.
Okay, well. Next on the docket, since we're past that, Elon Musk, please don't just calm down. You seem like a cool guy from your Joe Rogan Experience podcast interview, but just settle down, my guy. We don't need that type of technology in the hands of certain people. Anyways, next. So,
But hold on. Before we move on,
What?
that type of technology in the hands of Elon Musk, though, can we trust him?
eventually that technology gets to everybody.
I think we could trust Elon. I
It's
believe
not
in
about Elon. It's once it exists.
It's about Tesla stocks.
the copycats, Russian government. You know what I mean? Like,
Shout outs to the Russians.
You know what I
point
mean?
is,
The
as
No,
copycats.
long as the
disrespect
te-
to the Russians.
as long as the
Don't go to war with us,
technology
you'll win.
exists,
yeah, there's gonna be copycats.
it's possible to be made again.
yeah, definitely.
That's all that
They'll
matters.
reverse
Dangerous part
engineer.
about it.
That's the most dangerous part. That's
That's
all that
playing with
matters.
fire for sure.
All right.
We're probably not ready for that.
Next up on the docket, we have RIP, quick RIP to Chadwick Boseman.
R.I.P.
That's
bro.
let's not even do a
RIP.
quick RIP. Can we have a moment of silence?
We'll have
for the guy?
I mean, if only we could have a moment of silence.
All right, that
if
might
only.
that might be a little hard in this room.
Yeah, it
but
might be a little hard in
let's
this room.
let's just-
Shake,
yeah.
it's not happening.
let's send out
what we can do
love
is
and respect.
My thoughts and
Exactly.
prayers of Chadwick Boseman's family for
Absolutely.
sure.
definitely.
Now he's fighting colon cancer for 4 years with nobody knowing. That's
you know,
crazy.
You know what the craziest part is?
Wakanda forever.
That We saw this guy deteriorate in front of us. There was remember there was a time where he just went MIA. And
Bro.
then he popped up and he was real MAGA.
Yeah, man,
and everybody they're roasting him. I thought he had like a new like movie role or something.
Yeah, he was preparing for a movie role.
But apparently this man's been fighting colon cancer for 4 years.
4 years, yes.
4 years.
So R.I.P. to Chadwick Boseman, the
big
Black
RIP.
Panther. You're
T'Challa.
T'Challa, yeah. You're
T'Challa.
what is Marvel gonna do, fam?
Have they filmed Black Panther 2 already?
No.
I think they started.
They started, right?
I think they started. I'm not sure if they.
You know what they
But
might.
I heard that they were gonna transition to his sister.
Exact. I was just saying it because she was a Black Panther,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and now it seems like they're gonna force it. And then you know how Marvel gets with their whole cinematic universe. We have everything lined up years in advance.
Yeah, they already had it.
So
Like,
one domino fall
Black
might
Panther
fuck
2
everything
already
up.
had a release date set for like 2022 or something
Yeah.
like that. I think.
Yeah. Well,
I wonder if Marvel even knew.
who?
Marvel. I wonder if he disclosed that to Kevin Feige and all the Marvel execs.
I mean, they must have known.
You think so?
He's being worth that much money after having that much success with the Black Panther films
I don't know. It was
I
pretty
would've-
low key. So
I
man,
would've-
I feel like he could have
to
just
the public.
because didn't they have 3 movies planned and they're not even done the second, right? So
Did they have 3?
Was it originally a trilogy?
I don't think it was a trilogy.
was it not a trilogy?
No, I just think they were supposed to have the 2, and he was
Yeah.
supposed to slide into.
But he's definitely
phase
part
4
of
or
the
something like that.
next Avengers and all that.
Well,
Oh yeah, he was part of
So-
that new phase 2, right?
3 movies or not, he was
Not
bound
anymore.
to be in more Marvel films.
Dior. He was in Marvel, but not anymore.
That's a disrespectful remix, bro.
That is
What?
very
It's
disrespectful.
Very disrespectful remix.
I'm okay. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Anyways, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. You will be missed.
R.I.P. Pop Smoke. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant.
That's a fact.
R.I.P. Juice
Oh,
WRLD.
yeah, we
That's a
just-
fact. You want to get anybody else off on your list?
Who else died this year?
R.I.P. to
That's
all the
shake.
good people
That-
we
you know how
lost in
crazy. You know
2020.
how
Yo, this
crazy it
year's
is to
been
be like
crazy.
beer mans have
This year's
died.
been crazy, bro.
Well, anyways, let's get to the
This year
next thing on the
sucks.
docket. All right. So, what is a simp? I think
What
we
is
need
a
to
simp?
discuss this.
Honestly, bro, social media has taken the word simp and they've run with it the wrong way.
A lot of
This
people
is-
have fucked the
this
word
They
simp.
fucked up the word simp, bro.
This is why I bring this up, because according to feminists,
Feminist.
they have a certain understanding of simp, which is a little bit different from
I
males.
can't wait for this.
Right? So
Let's say
simp,
this.
noun, misogynist term, westernized. A male who should feel shame in treating a girl properly or with kindness, in most cases, the bare minimum.
That's not a simp.
Now let me
Wait,
ask.
hold on. Did you say simp is a misogynist term?
No. Oh, this is what the definition list by feminists has.
That's not a simp, bro.
This is
Misogynist?
this is the craziest thing, right? This is the craziest thing because I'm looking at this and I'm saying to myself, and I don't mean to be rude, women absolutely know nothing about men at all.
They don't really.
They know nothing. Ask any man what the definition of simp is, and this would never be
No,
the
not
definition
even
of
close.
simp. And we're the one that's mostly using it.
Yeah, exactly.
So how are you supposed to define exactly what a simp is when you don't use the term and it's not used towards women at all? I don't understand.
That's
What-
crazy.
What is your definition of a simp,
My
Donald?
definition of a simp is a man that goes full out on a girl that's not interested in him at all.
100%. I
Okay.
can't agree more.
He's buying her food, he's
Uh-huh.
taking her on rides,
Uh-huh.
but she has no interest in him.
Uh-huh.
But he's trying to buy her love in a way type shit.
Okay.
That's
okay.
exactly, I can't put it
You
better
concur?
than that. I
Something like
can't
that.
put it better
You
than that.
concur?
That's
Something like
exactly
that.
how I
Okay.
describe it.
That's fair enough. So for the people, like me,
But like being a nice to a girl, that's not being a simp.
it's not okay.
That's
We're,
not a simp.
we're gonna
Social
get to that.
media, you see all the time.
We're gonna
Guys
get
being
to
nice
that.
to girls, they compliment girls. Oh, you're simping.
We're gonna
That's
get
not-
to.
that's not a
We're
simp.
gonna get there.
Insert compliment here. Haha,
We're gonna
simp.
get there.
Yeah, like yo, that's not.
We're gonna
simping.
get there.
All right.
For the people like me who was raised on old school player shit, simp is an acronym and it means sucker idolizing mediocre pussy.
Yes.
Right? Very clean, very simple. And that's when you overextend your reach and overextend yourself for a female who has no intention of
Exactly.
reciprocating to the level that you are or at all.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
She's
And
pretty
a
much using him at the same time too. She's using him. 'cause she
Simple.
sees it.
Exactly.
Simp.
Exactly. Simp, simple, simpleton.
Simpleton,
Being
yes.
easily fooled.
Yes.
by these broads and these. See, I'm trying to be.
Wait, hold on, but
PC
let's
right
touch
now.
on that for a second, because are all simps unaware? Because there are simps that are aware, but they just can't change themselves.
Hold on,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. That's a good question. Are all simps unaware? I think it's a mixed bag.
It's
there
definitely
are
a mixed bag.
there
yeah.
are some niggas who feel like simping is the right thing to do because they're still under the impression, either through naivete or wrong or being taught wrong, that
You
women
can
are.
break out of this friend zone.
You're
You know, yeah.
no. You can.
You actually can, though.
You
You definitely
can.
can. You
But
definitely
not
can.
that way.
Can,
But not that way.
Not that way. Yes.
Oftentimes, men don't realize how you start with a woman is how you end with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
If you start ODing and going off and doing an extra for no reason,
Never submit, bro.
it's about
Never.
making yourself respectable.
Don't look like a beta, fam. That's what it is, bro.
A lot of these niggas is not respectable. A lot of these niggas is out here doing fuckery, out here telling things they're special and important, out here telling things that they're pretty, out here telling things that they should be wives. Listen, let's be clear on something. Let's be fucking clear on something. These things are not wives. And a lot of niggas who simp for certain things are simping for the wrong things, because these things out
Yeah,
here
that's true.
are finessing and scheming.
Yeah.
Do not believe by any means that women are the fairest sex.
So simps, they need to simp themselves first.
You gotta simp yourself before you can simp someone else.
Think about that.
Work on yourself, bro. Focus on your damn self, bro.
That's right. That's right. You know.
Don't
you know,
belittle yourself.
Real shit, bro.
She's not worth it.
Don't put the
Respect.
pussy on the
Shout out to
pedestal,
the
bro.
simps listening, though.
Don't put the pussy on the pedestal.
Don't
man.
shout out to the simps. You get no respect
Nah,
from me.
man.
Shout
I
out
don't
to the
respect
simps
no
because-
You get no respect from me.
It
because
ends
they're
here.
fu-
It ends today.
You
No,
know
we're
what?
educating the simps.
This just turned into another conversation I was just thinking of. When we gotta talk to them, no shout outs to the Sims. Fuck these Sims. Fuck the Sims. We gotta be clear on something. You niggas is fucking up the game, and I
They
don't
are
appreciate
still.
it.
They are.
You niggas is making it harder for people like me, and I don't really appreciate it. Because listen, you mans are out here with your fat things, your ugly things, your underdeveloped things, your things who are not very impressive, trying to treat them like they're buttering your bread on two sides, like they're the sweetest thing on the planet. Because listen, you don't
But what
personally
if
feel
that
Then
is
again,
clean,
though, their friends are doing it too, though.
what?
Girls' friends are hyping them up. Hella.
Yo, listen, Instagram.
Instagram has done it.
Instagram has
warped a lot of
This
females'
is the
heads.
problem. Instagram has taught every single girl that she is special,
Yes,
she is unique,
yes.
she is pretty,
And I
she is
blame-
valued.
I blame all our Sims in Instagram comments with
And
the heart,
she
heart
is valued.
emojis, the heart emojis, the drooling emojis, and
The
these bitches are
heart
not
emojis.
that nice.
Okay, let me make it clear.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't say bitches. These women are not that nice.
Let me make it clear.
These women.
You, sir,
These women.
by telling this bitch she's beautiful, she's special,
Women.
are getting
Woman.
nowhere because
By
you,
telling this
sir,
woman.
are one of many.
Yeah, just big up her head, bro. Don't big up her head too much. You know what I mean?
And I understand. We're gonna have a real talk, man. I understand.
About bitches?
The four
sorry, women?
P's. I understand the four P's is a driving factor in a lot of men's life, and the four P's are the possibility of potentially pining some pum pum. That's all it takes for men sometimes. Just the thought of potential. Maybe I could fuck. Maybe.
That's a lot of
and
P's.
it drives a lot of.
You
it
can kind
dri-
of just cut out the first three. It's just pussy.
simplified, yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of
Common
times,
denominator here is pussy.
But here's the thing: if it would just be pussy, it would be getting the pussy. It would be all this leads to something. It's not getting it. It's the potential of possibly getting it. Because a lot of
All right, I'll
niggas,
give you possible.
a lot of niggas are in whole different states, whole different countries. Will never see these things in their life.
A lot of niggas don't realize that within maybe the first 5 minutes of a girl meeting you,
She decides when
already
she wants to
decided.
fuck.
Yeah, exactly. She
And
already
5
decided,
minutes?
bro.
It's not even
Holy-
5 minutes.
Not even 5, it's less
It's
than that.
5
3
minutes?
seconds.
That is
That's-
generous.
It's like
literally
the
that's
first
that. Literally
30
that's that.
seconds.
That is-
Literally that's that, yeah.
It's like the first 30
Yeah,
seconds.
pretty much.
You know
What?
And they lose already, bro.
What
They're already
male do
losing.
you know
Fam,
looks at a female and hasn't already made that decision in his mind?
that's the first thought.
Do I
That's
fuck?
the first.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
That is the first thought for me even talk. If I'm talking to you, I've already decided.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
If I hadn't decided, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here talking.
Simps even know this.
That's a fact.
That's why they're simping.
They do that.
Do Sips really know this though?
They
Of course.
they do, because some people here's
Because
the
they're
thing.
still trying.
Because some
They're still
people
sipping.
the white knight syndrome
yeah.
is serious. There are niggas who really think saving these hoes will
Caping out here.
lead to them.
Are white knights just cocky simps?
No, white knights are lower than
They're
than
lower.
simps. Because here's the thing:
They're the
a simp-
so-called nice guys, I guess.
Because here's the thing: a simp will know that he is lower than her. A white knight will feel and have ego enough to feel he's doing her
Oh, okay, I got
a
you.
service by
That's true.
saving her. The white knight could be surmised in the Tips Fedora meme. You guys remember that meme?
Of course.
The Tips Fedora meme? The white knight is that guy who thinks I'm doing the heroic thing, the sacrificial thing to make sure that this beautiful queen
The
is
damsel.
saved
The damsel.
from herself.
Yeah.
But let's be clear, don't save her.
She don't want to be
She
saved.
don't want to be saved.
Don't save her.
Listen, all these Pokemans, all these e-thoughts,
Pokemon.
please be aware. Sims, you can't save her. A lot of the times niggas just feel like, a lot of times outside of knowing that you're doing this in your sim, there are mans who don't know
that they're simping.
that they're simping.
Yeah, man, they just don't.
Because
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
feel like that they're close to her in a personal way. Like I've seen, same example, Pokemon. There's barely these Twitch stream bitches that have boyfriends, that have mans,
E-boyfriends?
and
Or like, how about e-boyfriends? Like online boyfriends? Or
no,
something?
like real life boyfriends.
yeah.
But yet their crowd and their audience
And she probably won't even tell you so.
is
so
under
mans
the
keep
impression
simping
that she's single. There
and-
was
But
a
her,
there was
the
a-
illusion of her being single gets her more subs,
is
more
the appeal.
tips.
Exactly.
Like,
She's on Instagram a lot too, though.
Exact, but you can't. But what logical man would think that this beautiful, attractive girl with millions of fans is not fucking somebody?
hey
Yeah,
man,
you have to be delusional to that.
That's
You think that,
crazy.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
There's no.
if
Listen,
we're moving on to the Twitch simps, then you know what? It takes a certain
They're in a
kind
bucket.
of if it takes a certain kind of love for yourself to think that you could be that one out of the 10, 15 million viewers that this girl gets on the regular
bruh.
to get with her.
It's the same. The game.
Yo, maybe
stays
simps
the,
are confident.
The game stays the same, but the times change.
Twitch
It's-
simps are.
It's the equivalent. It's the equivalent of going to the strip club and finding a dancer you really like and showing up every
And paying her to
single
cuck you?
time
Yeah,
she's
really.
there.
You don't have to do this?
And exactly, you see, he sees where I'm going. Yeah. So you don't have to do this, nigga. So that should show you that this nigga has existed before Twitch and these simps. It's the game
could
stays
save
the
you.
same.
I can save
The
you.
I
era
can
just
save you.
changes.
Yeah.
The
That's true.
means in which it happens just change.
When Will Smith's banging on the glass in I Am Legend, I can save you.
Exactly.
So,
And speaking of Will Jada,
entanglement?
I can save you. But that's a story for another time. We'll leave that
So,
there.
but yo, what do you think about social media? A lot of people on social media not getting the definition of a simp. They're getting it wrong.
I think
Just complimenting your girl is not
here's
being a
the thing.
simp.
I think men who aren't simps know what simps are because they're the antithesis of it.
Okay, yeah.
I think
I would hope
simps.
so.
I think simps try to deny the fact of being simps because that just proves that you're being used.
Yeah, and it lowers their value.
The whole point of simping is to feel like this is some sort of mutual exchange,
What is never.
but it never is.
It never is, bro.
So as soon as the illusion of mutual exchange in whatever form it comes in, be her time, her little affections, whatever the fuck the nigga's into, becomes like, oh shit, this is just a transaction, and I'm shelling out a lot more than this pussy is
Yeah.
on the market for. It's not much to say. You gotta eat that.
Well, what about the women that lead these simps on, knowing that they're simping?
They're finessers.
On
They
one
know
hand,
exactly what they're
on
doing.
one
course they
hand,
know exactly
on
what
one
they're
hand,
doing.
you could be like, yo,
Which one should we hate more, the simps or the enablers?
No, the Sims.
I have to go with the Sims.
The Sims.
But
'Cause,
at
like,
this point, it's a
Can you
cycle.
blame a woman?
Yeah, no, I
Can you
can't.
blame
I
her?
can't.
You know,
It's
Yeah.
Guys just want to do so much shit for her. I'm like, obviously she's not gonna. Now she's not gonna turn that
Yeah,
shit down.
it
not
because
gonna turn that
again,
down.
it takes a man to be like, fuck that. If all the Sims be like, nah, fuck this bitch, this bitch trash, and stop paying her, it's a whole different life for this
Exactly.
thing. It's a whole different attitude for this thing. But it's
on the simp to get
Because
himself
they
out
love
of
the
his
attention at
situation
the
too.
same time.
That's
too.
exactly the thing. It's on the simp to get himself out of the situation, and a lot of men have been simps at one point of time in their life. But it's about getting out and not continuing to be that.
I'll be a simp to my girl. I might be a simp to a girl I know has no interest.
That's
in
fair
me.
enough.
I feel like that
And you're
wouldn't even be
supposed to.
simping. That's just,
Yeah, exactly. That's not even simping. That's not even simping either.
that might
Exactly.
just be love, but who knows?
No, that's
I
not even
don't.
simping. If
I
it's,
don't
if it's
either.
your girl, it's not simping.
Exactly.
You can't be a simp to your girl.
That's a fact. By definition standards, yes,
exactly.
it's not.
You cannot be a
it's
simp to your
not.
girl at all.
It's not a simp. Would you like to put some? No. Okay. We had a woman in here. We thought she'd like to give us her opinion on simping and how she feels as a woman.
She's a nice woman though. She doesn't enable simps.
Oh, I know that, but she's clearly dealt with it. Yes? No? Shake head. You don't have to answer. You don't have to say. Have you dealt with simps in your life?
Has anybody
simps.
simped for you, Anna?
Have you had a simp in your life?
No.
You don't think so? You
And
don't.
you wouldn't enable it either, right? Because you're, you know.
You don't
you're a
have.
good person.
You've never had a. Okay. All right. Can you come on the mic, please? Just come on the mic. Just pass it the mic. Just pass it the mic. We have a female opinion in the building. Just so you know, this is not an echo chamber. Don't worry. You don't. She can say her name if she wants, but we just have a female opinion. Have you dealt with a simp in your life? And by simp, I mean a man who has overextended himself for you, regardless if you wanted it or were willing to reciprocate.
Honestly, I don't.
You gotta
think
speak into
so.
the mic. You gotta.
Honestly, I don't think so.
Okay. That's rare. But
Yeah.
of course, a clock is right. A broken clock is right twice a day. So that's fine. You have never dealt with a simp. You think every guy you've dealt with, you've liked them back?
For the most part, yes.
Okay. Well, you're lucky. You're lucky.
We just happened to bring on a girl that was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
No, please listen.
We fucked that one up.
Audience, please don't think that she's the standard. She's an outlier.
Yeah, not all women are like that.
She's an outlier.
Shit, we might have just bred some more simps.
I know, really.
Yeah, she is an outlier. And please be aware that this type of personality and how she came on is exactly why she's in a long-lasting, committed relationship.
A beautiful relationship.
Okay? Because she's holding it down, so he decided to hold it down. No simping involved.
No simping.
No simping involved.
No.
Anyways, next on the docket, what is there to get to? Anything you guys want to talk about? No?
Trey Songs.
Trey Songs? Oh, you go ahead. Kick it off. Trey Songs.
I got nothing on this
so
one.
the viral video of Selena Powell's friend. What's her name, yo? I don't remember her name.
I don't know. She was Selena Powell's friend.
Yeah,
That's all
Selena
I
Powell's
remember.
Who
friend.
gives a
we
fuck
know
what her name
Selena
is?
Powell, one of the
If-
biggest industry thoughts in the game right now.
That's a fact.
I don't know why all these rappers fuck her, but I guess they might like her or some shit. Who knows?
That's a fact.
And she,
Hey, I mean, if I didn't know anything about her and I just saw her face, I'd say she's attractive. But because I know everything about her, stay the fuck away from me.
I think they fuck because it's like, yo. All right. Now we're back after a very long, extended break. These niggas felt... So I'm sorry for the abrupt cut, people. That's just how it goes sometimes here at the Pay Me Later podcast. These niggas felt as if we need a little bit of time to get lit, get situated, get right, and then we can come back to this fuckery. Now, back to the point at hand. We're talking about...
Fuck sobriety.
Okay, but we're talking about Trey fucking songs.
Treyway.
Trey fucking songs.
Who?
Trey fucking songs. Apparently, this nigga's out here doing some despicable shit to bitches. Dondra would like to fill us in on that.
All right, so Trey Songs is pretty much holding bitches hostage.
On an R. Kelly flex.
Yes.
Okay.
He's
Where did you hear this? Is this a credible source?
I mean, Selena Powell and her friends.
Not credible sources, people, but just know this.
Are they not though?
Listen, if you're not aware of Selena
That's a
Powell,
good question. Are they?
Are they?
Are they
I don't
credible?
know,
if
man.
you are not aware of Selena Powell, let me inform the listeners of who Selena Powell is. Selena Powell is a very, very famous, very well-known Instagram thought. Let's think Superhead before the social media thing. Let's blow that up.
Yeah.
She's out here. Her whole stick is she gets rappers, she fucks them, and she exposes them. Now, this is not the first
And
nigga.
catching
She's
chlamydia.
from T Grizzly
And gives
to
them fucking
academics.
AIDS, bro.
She is fucked.
I don't know why
and
she's
sucked.
fucking academics though. That's kind of
Listen,
weird.
academics has clout, so he's entitled to pussy.
Guess
That's how
these
the
bitches
world,
do anything.
That's how the world works now. You got clout,
Fucking
you're entitled to
Livingston.
pussy. So,
Academics.
Selena Powell is a very, very well-known Instagram thought who's out here exposing mans. She's went from Offset to Snoop Dogg to
Tory.
Tory to
Damn,
T
even
Grizzly.
Snoop got it?
And apparently, what my good friend here is trying to explain to you is the fact that now she's upgraded and she's no longer selling the pussy herself. She's managing pussy, right? correct?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
apparently she's
Seems that
gotten
way.
one of her friends into a situation where she got you. What's the details, bro?
Pretty much, Trey Songz was holding her hostage. She was like holding her phone over the
Allegedly,
balcony.
let's be clear to say
All right,
allegedly.
all right.
Allegedly.
From her words, from her mouth, she was like holding him hostage. He was holding her hostage at the hotel room or whatever, holding her phone over the balcony type shit, making her try to leave and shit. And then I guess after they fucked, she went to the shower. This nigga was pissing on her, and she was like, "Don't get out my eyelashes." But he was putting an R. Kelly tip on her.
Well,
Well,
is anybody surprised that a bitch is willing to compromise herself in her moral standing for some dollars? Anybody surprised?
no, I think what's more surprising is Trey Songz
Tries
the kind
to
of guy
piss
that
on a
likes
bitch?
to
Yeah,
piss
yeah.
on
Yo,
bitches.
hold on.
Yeah,
No. Here's the thing where I think about that. Trey Songz wasn't a very fortunate position. He was a sex symbol. Bitches wanted to fuck him. Now
True.
imagine you're a guy and your instinctual hunting nature for vagina is no longer needed because all the vagina comes in your hand. Now, regardless if the women around you all want to fuck you or not, you still feel to a degree that they do because you are Trey Songz. Now, let's just say you get tired of fucking regular bitches because they're coming dime a dozen. It happens. We get desensitized to shit.
True that.
Now, what do? Fucking bitches, pretty bitches, that don't get you off because fuck, you fucked a lot of pretty bitches. But you know what could get you off?
Piss on a bitch?
Pissing on these bitches.
Let's degrade this
Let's
bitch.
degrade her.
Let's take a dump on her chest.
Because there's nothing that might turn me on more. And it's the same thing. And listen, this is the Hate Me Later podcast. Let's make that very clear. Very clear. Very clear. All right? Let me just say this. It's in the same aspect. And yes, mans are a little bit sauce, but just follow me on this one. It's the same thing as having a ting eat your ass. Now, a lot of niggas will be like, ew, that's crazy, that's shake. But just hear me out.
It's not too crazy.
Just it's to some niggas is, but
Not
hear me
into
out.
it.
The emphasis or the most important part about having a bitch eat your ass is the fact that now she ate your ass. Nothing
That's true.
that she does or says after that point is valid.
Oh, for sure.
You got a small dick. You
Power
ate
play.
my
Your
ass.
You can't say nothing.
There is nothing to say.
Exactly.
And you know what's even sweeter? Seeing these pretty bitches on Instagram with all their thousands of followers who think they're the shit end up where? Right here in front of my piss. I can understand as Trey Songz feeling that way.
Okay.
All you pretty bitches think you're something. Every bitch on Instagram is a model. But guess what? In front of Trey Songz, you're nothing but a toilet. I could understand how that could get a nigga off in a position of power. That's the same
So are
type
you
of logic.
pissing on bitches?
I'm not pissing on bitches because I do not have the luxury of pissing on bitches.
No,
However,
let's say you did.
Yeah.
no, that's not.
No.
That's not my forte. I think that's something you gotta.
Something you're into,
I think
no?
that's something you gotta be into when you're in
A
it.
little golden shower here, there.
No, that's not my vibe. I'm not a golden shower.
But
type
like,
of
yo,
guy.
what
I'm
do
a
you think about the
regular shower.
allegations against him lately?
I
that
mean-
they're borderline.
Listen, this is
Borderline
just. It's very. It's. I mean, it's very quaint that it came out this time, considering.
I mean, there's been receipts from years ago. People,
Been saying that, but
Yeah.
listen, bitches say shit all the time. However, the problem with this, and I
Is
understand-
women lie
I
where we're going with this?
I understand. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I understand that a lot of people say believe all women and women victimization is all that blah blah blah. But let's be real.
A lot of women be
Clearly, this girl was not a victim.
No,
Absolutely
she
not.
was not a victim.
Clearly, she was a willing participant
Oh,
of
for
these
sure.
behaviors, and thus she's gonna get this slander and get these jokes like the whore she is because she's already acknowledged she was a part of this willingly. She didn't want it in her eyelashes. Cool. You're gonna get these jokes everywhere else. Now,
How you feel about him holding bitches hostage though?
was he really holding bitches hostage? Was that clarified? Did niggas really know if he was holding bitches hostage?
Yeah,
The bitches
Damn,
really
this
know
is
when they're
sounding like
being
some-
held hostage? The niggas really hold bitches hostage?
Do they?
Do they? Like, I don't know.
Realistically, okay, I understand there's situations where you could be like, yo, you're not leaving that, and a girl could feel intimidated. Yes, that can happen. A woman is always, well, for the most part, eligible for physical abuse, right? Understandable.
Yes.
However, sometimes, And you can say this as a man. Sometimes you're not holding these bitches. Sometimes these bitches are saying of their own volition and they're finding reasons to stay. That's why a lot of girls end up in fucked up relationships or getting pissed on by Trey Songz because they just didn't make the choice to just walk away.
So
Literally.
They didn't walk.
They're not making good choices. That's what you're saying.
Exactly. A lot of these girls have. Shout out to my guy, Lord LaFlame. He would like to refer to it. He likes to call this poor pussy management. And it's a fact. A lot of girls do have a lot of poor pussy management. But you know who does have a lot of good pussy management?
Solo Tommy.
Shout out to Yonsei. This is just a quick side note. Shout out to Yonsei, young Yonsei. Follow her on IG.
Solo Tommy.
She has a lot of, you know, yo, listen.
Shameless plug.
Let's let niggas know right now, okay? We need to take time. We take time to shit on the bad stuff. Let's take time to appreciate the good stuff. We're just gonna talk about the young Yonsei, okay? Young Yonsei.
Solo taught me.
Okay? She's a GOAT out here. Follow her on OnlyFans. She's giving it up. But back to this point. Trey Songz pissing on bitches. Did you teach her? I did not teach her. She taught herself, and she was taught very well, apparently.
We'll edit that one out.
Yeah. But yeah. But anyways, so Trey Songz pissing on bitches. How you guys feel? You guys co-sign this? How you guys feel about this?
How the fuck am I supposed to feel about this?
Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Like,
you tell me. Are you a Trey Songz fan?
I like his music. I'm a big fan of Trey Songz.
He's got some cool hits out there. I wouldn't say I'm a fan nor a hater.
Yeah, let me tell you. Let's tell niggas.
I acknowledge his existence.
I am not a Trey Songz fan, but I had a girlfriend at one point, and Black Roses was a tune. When it came out on that CD, Black Roses was a tune. But if you're pissing on bitches, my guy, shake for you. Good luck in them court systems. They will not be merciful. Let's just hope that he's innocent, and let's hope that the justice system gives him his legal process, due process.
He's not getting sued or anything, though.
Let's say the court of public opinion.
You think this would be like a surviving Trey Songz?
I hope not, because I just watched. I just watched Surviving Epstein. Super shake.
But is Trey guilty for anything other than weird fetishes?
No.
Which hold on, let me go back.
There's been allegations where
if you're into peeing, I'm sorry, that's not a weird fetish. That's you. If you're into peeing, that's cool. It's not a weird fetish.
There's been allegations where Trey Songz had borderline sexually assaulted women.
I think the issue is that
I don't know if he's coming on too strong or he's like,
that's what I think. I think
the ego is that huge.
He's a little too handsy.
I'm Trey Songz. I'm gonna get pussy off of you. Come Trey Songz.
Let's think about it this way. You guys remember a couple years back when Meg Thee Stallion just came out and she was just getting hot?
Yeah.
Who's the first nigga around her?
Trey Songz.
What was that nigga doing?
Hopefully not pissing on her.
Stuffing her full of alcohol, trying to get her nice on the thing and kissing her up, and all even her manager was like, "Yo, chill. What the fuck are you doing? Like we're in public." So, suffice it to say, maybe from years of being a sex symbol and women willingly throwing themselves at you, you feel like maybe you're entitled to some ones you choose of your own volition. Unfortunately,
Trey,
like
you're entitled to like everybody. I feel like
I guess, but unfortunately, Trey, if that was your steez, if that was how you were trying to go,
because there's that video of BB Rexa, bro. She's like how she was at a wedding, and then Trey Songz was there.
Who?
Trey Songz, you know BB Rexa?
No,
she's hot as hell.
She's a pop singer.
I don't know her.
I think she's from the UK.
They brought up some old video of her in an interview talking about Trey Songz and stuff like that. And I guess she went to like a different room, like a pool house or some shit. And he pushed her up against the wall. And
God damn,
like,
Trey.
He's like, yo, we want to do this, something like that along those lines. And she was like, he was like, no.
So he's been aggressive for a minute.
Yeah, she's like, oh no, we shouldn't do this.
And
then Trey Songz played it off like, yeah, I was just playing anyway. So,
well. Again, let's just hope Trey is afforded his own time to have justice if he is guilty of said crime.
It's actually with Keke Palmer also.
She said that too, but he said they weren't dating.
Keke Palmer dated Songz?
He said they weren't dating, so that's shake.
Huh.
Yeah.
They may, and let's be real, things might get close to a man that they personally like and feel that the relationship is closer than it really is.
It happens all the time.
Okay, so
Keke Palmer seems like a very normal human, and if Trey Songz is pissing on bitches, I can't see how that'd work.
I can also see that. And Azalea Banks maybe, but a Keke Palmer, I don't know.
Let's not even talk about Azalea Banks.
I mean, and speaking of her, I heard she's gonna kill herself, but don't do that, sis.
Or do.
Yeah, please.
I can't co-sign by that one. That one right there was all Andrew.
Hey, man.
Please.
Okay.
Don't.
Live your life to the fullest
Yes.
until you end it too.
And keep talking about sucking Dave Chappelle's dick.
Okay.
Azalea Banks is
that-
trash.
That's what you was talking about. Like, yo, that's.
Next on the docket, I have to get to something personally because I didn't get to address this on the last episode. For anybody who's listening, just please be aware there was 2 episodes that were supposed to go out. However, the audio was kind of fucked up, so we couldn't get them out. However, we do have our guy here today. Shout outs to him, Sugvir, for getting us all right and correct out here with the audio.
DJ Birdie.
DJ Birdie,
Sound tech.
if you need a flawless, proper, top notch DJ to come true and bless your party with a 1-2 tune, DJ Birdie.
Shameless plug. Let me
Know
get some.
yourself.
Let me get some horns.
Oh, true. But yeah, anyways, so let me just get to this. A couple episodes ago, we spoke about Spring Break. If you're not aware who Spring Break is, it is A1. If you're not aware who A1 is, he's a producer. He's on Love and Hip Hop. He's married to Lyrica Anderson. A little while back, he changed his name to A1 Bentley to Spring Break. Trying to reinvent himself, had some relationship
Spring
issues.
break? Why you?
Shit, I understand. I understand.
Why
Some
would you
people
wanna-
like it, some people don't. However, he put out some shit. Mans were on the podcast. I'm not gonna lie, we shitted on it. It was trash. Get it shit the fuck off the airwaves. We don't want to hear it. However, me and my man Bigger Fresh, we're discussing, and this is what's the most hurtful part, is the fact that this nigga's a Cancer. And if you don't know, I am a Cancer. So I know full well when you get into relationship issues and have problems in your relationship, this is when you're supposed to make the most fire music of your life. Realistically, for any artist, sadness and depression is when you come through with fire.
True that.
And this nigga
Of course.
came through with garbage. However, I shut my mouth, and I am a man who's able to say when he's wrong. Spring Break has a tune coming. He put out the sample. I need niggas to hear it and recognize when we are wrong on this podcast. We're willing to correct it because we don't know shit. But anyways, this is Spring Break. This is a sample. Take it in. Oh, fuck. Let's pull it again. No, I don't think niggas are really understanding when this man's coming through, giving niggas the sauce like this. Please be aware, Spring Break is no joke with the tunes. And this, as soon as it releases, we'll be getting a full play on this podcast. Full blood clot play, because it's hard. Let's hear it one more time.
Don't you call me now, baby, this way is better. Oh, I know you be saying shit that you don't mean. Only revenge, I just need peace. Should I pull up?
Yo, listen.
I can vibe to that.
That's pretty
Listen. It's a small sample, but please know Spring Break. When you put this shit out, bare gunshot, bare air horn. This is getting a fucking play. Big tune, big tune, big tune. So I just have to do that quick and get that out of the way because I can't shit on a man. I can't shit on a Cancer and just not come back in the fending when it comes time. You know, when every man
Emotional
does the
ass
right
niggas.
thing,
Cancer are the biggest emotional ass niggas though.
don't
No.
do that. Don't do that.
Cancers are cancer.
Don't start my time. Anyways, when a man comes through and he gives you what you need, you show him his due diligence. You give him his roses while he's still around. So
That's fair.
anyways, Spring Break.
Sounds
Fire
a lot.
tune.
Very, very close to that movie. You know, the Selena Gomez, James Franco one where they go Spring Break.
Spring
No.
Breakers.
I'm
Spring Break.
Oh, Spring Breakers.
Breakers,
Yeah, I know
yeah.
that movie. So
God, that movie sucked.
Trash.
yeah, it was pretty corny. But anyways, speaking of next thing we got to deal with here on the docket, are you guys ready to be having face masks in place for the next 2 to 3 years after this vaccine is fucking given out?
Do we have a choice?
We have no choice really. And technically face masks are part of fashion now too.
It is.
Yeah, it is. It is a fashion statement.
It
now.
is. Here's the fuck shit though. The vaccine. Y'all niggas ready for that market to be shit?
I'm gonna have to take a vaccine.
I mean,
It's
yeah.
seeming like you're gonna have
I
to.
want to go to concerts, so
It's seeming like you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I want to go outside again and live my
But
life.
you know, it's just it doesn't feel weird to you. Like this shit doesn't feel weird to you. Like the Bible. I'm not. Listen. I'm not a Christian. I just know the Bible. And the Bible was talking about the end of days, and us and humans being willing to take the mark of the beast willingly with no issue. And this is looking like it's kind of going towards that way. We got Elon Musk with fucking space chip dividers that can make you feel whatever you want to feel. And now niggas are talking about this.
I think because it's the last big thing to happen, this pandemic, that you might think that it's that extreme, but is it really?
So you're
and I'm not one of those people who
Chadwick
say,
Boseman just dead, fam.
What's your point?
And that's all you need to hear, folks. Right there. That's all that needs to be said.
What
the point? That man just. Look, all I'm saying is this: 2020
Yeah, what is your point?
is bare fuckery.
Oh,
And this
okay.
shit-
If that's your point, then yeah, absolutely.
And this shit is on, and it's sad to say, but it feels like this shit is only gonna get worse. It's been steadily declining. I can sit here and read off the list of the currencies.
So you think this is the end of days?
I don't necessarily feel that, because everybody
It's very
feels
dramatic.
like it's the end of the days Y2K when it's their turn. I'm just saying this is a weird situation in our lifetimes.
Well, I mean, everybody could feel like it's the end of days because it's that's the last. Yeah, it's the last big thing to happen to humans.
The whole world goes on lockdown. You know, it's unprecedented time.
Shake. That's my point. It's a super weird, super shaky time, and anything is liable to happen.
But you know what? 2 years of mask wearing, it's not a big deal. Wear your masks.
Yeah, wear your mask, people, please. It's not about you,
And not on
it's
your
about
fucking
other-
chins either. Or you're like under your nose. Like wear the whole fucking mask. What the hell's the point of putting it under your chin? Like you like it.
Really, truly, you're not wearing your mask for long.
Well,
If you're going shopping or you're doing your thing.
yeah, but you know how niggas is. Niggas don't like to follow rules. Niggas don't like to follow rules.
True still.
And speaking of niggas not following rules, let's next thing on the docket, 60-year-old war veteran with 888 pedo pictures of Pickney in his phone and his computer, who also encouraged the sexual abuse of his partner's 5-year-old youth, avoids jail time on the bias of PTSD because he was a war veteran.
What kind of fucking loophole is that? shit,
Jesus Christ.
He did, however, and let's just see in your opinion if this is justified to you. He did, however, receive 18 months house arrest, 2 years probation, and 20 years on a sex offender registry. Not enough?
Only?
That's all he got.
Only?
That's all he got. I mean, I can understand the
Fuck, let's just start committing crimes and call ourselves crazy.
I can understand the courts being like, yo, like, this is supposed to be like a reformative, his partner's child. So I'm guessing like he had a girlfriend or something and he was like fucking with the kid.
Yeah, he should be in jail.
Yeah, 100%, 100%,
Easy.
100%. I know mental health is serious, but when we're talking about that kid who needs to recover from this shit, at least seeing some jail time would make the kid know like the justice system is working.
How
to
does
some
somebody
degree.
come home from war and touch kids?
Yeah, PTSD makes
I mean, PTSD can, I guess, form in many different ways. And I guess this may have been one way.
But is this another example of the justice system failing because anybody can claim bullshit that they're psychotic
You
when they
could
commit
think
crimes
that,
like this?
but realistically speaking, if you had to take jail time,
Is he actually nuts?
If you had to take jail time or a mental rehab time, which one would you take?
I guess that's easy.
Because a lot of niggas, listen, a lot of people feel like that mental rehab is a joke thing.
I don't think so at all.
It's not.
But also, what's working in his favor? He's white, right?
Yeah.
And there it is.
Yeah. So, well, actually, what am I doing? I have sound effects now. Crazy. Or
No,
I
you
don't.
can't be touching kids. That's too much. That's too much. That fetish to me does not make sense.
Yo, and this is what I was talking with my friend, because this is getting, even when I was talking about this is a crazy time we live in, right? Because even now pedophiles are trying to if anybody doesn't know, pedophiles are trying to establish themselves as a part of the LGBTQ community.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Follow me. They're trying to establish themselves a part of the LGBTQ community, and And it's in the news. And it's been in the news for a while. Really? And they're trying to refer to themselves as non-offensive pedophiles, right? So this is their whole shtick.
What?
This is their whole shtick. We
Pedophiles are defending pedophilia?
We like kids. We have a sexual attraction to children. However, we will not cross the line.
That's already crossing the line.
I mean, no, it's actually a sickness though.
Society-wise, yeah.
It's actually a sickness though. Like some guys or some people are just attracted to kids and shit, right? But if they don't act on their urges,
so you allow it.
If they're not acting on their urges,
so you allow it.
I'm not saying
what it sounds like you're going to is what's the lesser of two evils.
No, I'm not saying I allow it, but it's actually a sickness though, real shit.
I would hope it is, and not just
so
some
would
fucking
you? So
crazy
would you?
lunatic
In
out
your
there just wants
opinion,
to
do you
fuck a
think they
kid.
should be allowed into that?
No, they should not be allowed into that shit. But I'm just
Okay.
saying though, like I'm breaking it down. Like it's actually a sickness and shit. But
Well,
I'm not saying they should be a part of anything. Actually,
no, they shouldn't. But they're pushing it. They've been pushing it. This has been in the news. They've been pushing it for a minute, like years. And they're getting closer and closer. It's getting crazy.
White males are pushing it. That's why.
Well,
yes.
Elaborate.
The only reason the LGBTQ is so huge is because gay white males are pushing it, bro.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
You know, white males have the power, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
They do.
It's all.
The whole reason why we're in a more fucking PC sensitive generation or society right now is because of fucking white males. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go. Yeah. So, Shake, it's been happening for a minute. These guys have been trying to push it. It gets scarier every single time. I don't really necessarily know how far this is going to go because they've been pushing it for a minute. And it makes me even more concerned with this whole fact that, like, the whole idea of transsexuality and, like, homosexuality is getting pushed on kids younger and younger and younger in a school system.
I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
I don't think so either.
Depends on the context. I mean, it's cool, like, if you want to explain transgender and gay and all that shit.
Definitely should be a part of sex education.
But
Most definitely should be.
But if we're talking about, let's just say, example, transgender comes into your school and reads books to your kids about being transgender.
I mean, it's a form of education.
I mean, is that appropriate? In like what sense?
If let's just say hypothetically you're a parent, would you be okay with that?
It'd be kind of weird the school would do that though. I don't think a school would really.
But they're doing that.
They're doing that now?
There are some places who've done that.
A transgender
I
would
bring
come
it up
in.
because it's an actual situation that happened.
Really?
So a transgender person would come in and educate kids on being transgender?
Come in and talk to them and read a book about being transgender and all other things, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, I guess that's not the worst thing in the world
It's
because
not
you
the
get
wor-
it from the source.
I mean, here's my problem with it, right? It's all about context. I understand you want to keep the kids informed, but I feel as if a lot of the whole, like, identity politics, gay, transgender, homosexual, whatever you want to call yourself, is getting pushed on kids before they even get a chance to, like, discover who they are themselves.
I mean, a lot of kids kind of know early still.
Is that really the case? That they
Yeah,
know
bro.
early, or is it the fact that they're being pushed towards a direction?
Nah, some kids, they kind of know different shit. Like I've read stories about kids being 5 or 6. They want to play, like they want to wear dresses. They want to play with dolls.
Okay,
and shit.
but being into feminine thing does not necessarily mean that you feel like you're transgender. Just because you have an affinity
That's the
for
way to
things
start.
correlated to
That's
the
the way to start.
That's where it starts, though. Real shit.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. But exactly, if there's girls who are tomboys, there's
Yeah.
bare girls who are young and tomboys, then they grew out of that shit.
Oh, for sure.
Should we be saying, yo, you're a boy because you?
Nah, but you let them discover themselves. Do
That's
that. Like, you give
that's
them the
what I'm
freedom to
saying.
do.
If we think about all the sweet things. Yo, let me even give mans a throwback. Do you guys remember Tashana from Mount Royal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the most tomboyish chicks ever. However, sweetie,
Okay.
Body for days.
fat ass,
Body for
crazy, fam.
Yeah.
Years ago, I saw her again. Different story. You would have never guessed when we were in school. She was a tomboy to the fullest.
Okay.
All I'm saying is this: if we don't allow people the chance by themselves without exterior like pressure to figure out who they are, sometimes I feel like they'd be more inclined to feel like they're something like else. You know what I mean? Like they might feel like they're trapped in another body, or they have body dysphoria because it's being constantly reinforced in the media and public and blah 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 and all that shit. Maybe I'm pushing it too far. Maybe I'm reaching.
Are you feeling like she's not a tomboy anymore after you saw her because you let her be?
No, she's not a tomboy because she was never a boy. That's what I'm saying. She was a girl.
Yeah.
She just liked boyish shit when she was younger.
But the whole reason people are like trans is they don't feel comfortable in their body as
They never felt that way.
Yeah, they never felt comfortable in their bodies as that gender. They always felt different. You know what I mean?
I guess.
So, okay, so what are your thoughts on Dwayne Wade's
Shake.
That's a perfect example.
Because we already spoke about that on
okay.
podcast. Shake.
Yeah.
First off, I just feel like there's a lot of parents out here trying to get on this whole PC wave, trying to get on the who's the most PC and who's the most up to date and accepting and blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool now.
And it feels like with that, fam, just let that little boy grow up a little bit, fam. They came in there like, yo, he came to us. He showed us all the material, blah, blah, blah. You're letting a 10-year-old with a 10-year-old's understanding of life in the world and how it works and functions tell you about shit like that. Cool. If he wants to bring you the base information, but a 10-year-old's like understanding of context and how shit runs should not be the basis on which you make life-changing, altering decisions for them.
Maybe she or is she he? I don't know what it is. Maybe the Dwayne Wade's kid just found out early.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fam, have you seen the spike in transsexuality and homosexuality since it became more prevalent in the media?
What is this like?
I mean, that people be more comfortable coming out.
Yeah, you can come out, but there's an increase of people. Like, imagine, all right, at one point,
Because it's more accepted now.
Yeah, it's more accepted. Yeah.
so you think it's only coming out more because it's more accepted?
Yeah,
definitely helps.
That'll be a big reason why.
I understand that more people are now allowed to live in their quote unquote truth.
People
and I
used to get
fucking
killed.
hate that.
Yeah, exactly,
listen,
bro.
I understand a lot of people can live in their truth now. I understand that. So they feel a lot more comfortable coming out.
Definitely.
But it feels like there's an influx of people who weren't necessarily that, but may have been jumping on a wave because it's right now. And that's my problem. There's a lot of people who do have body dysphoria or body dysmorphia and feel like they are males in women's body or females in males, but whatever have you. But there are some kids out here, because it's becoming so prevalent in the media, there's like every show there's a gay couple or a gay character, and it's always an overemphasized, embellished version of that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That
They do feed it down your throat now.
And realistically speaking, I'm just gonna say all this gay shit from an outside perspective looks very glamorous.
In what way?
Well, if you look at the media now and how they're portraying it, they portray like gay guys or gay people like they're like just a couple years ago, niggas wasn't born out of chichi. Gays becoming the new black, or trans is becoming the new black.
I see that a lot, but not just nowadays society. Everybody wants to be oppressed nowadays.
That's a fact.
Everybody
It's easy to
wants
play
be
victim.
oppressed.
That's a fact.
Very easy to play victim.
That's a fact. Well, I'm not with that shit. I'm just saying it's super shake. Just needs to chill. Niggas is wildin'. We need to take a little bit of foresight with this whole situation and allow kids to be kids. The reason why I'm saying this is because we even spoke about the little situation a little bit before.
But what if that is allowing your kid to be a kid because he
Yeah,
wants
I
to
mean,
cross dress or she wants to be a tomboy?
That's fine. That's what I'm saying. You could do that, but don't push it on your kid. Like, let's just say as a year you got a son and he likes playing with Barbie dolls. That doesn't necessarily mean he's gay or he's trans. He may just have affinity for Barbie dolls, right?
Absolutely.
Now, if we jump off the cuff and just because he likes Barbie dolls goes, he may be trans or he may be or whatever the fuck case it.
I mean,
you may subconsciously be putting those ideas of an identity into that kid's head before he's able to form one for himself.
I don't know. I used to play with Barbie dolls still, but
Did anybody tell you you're a girl?
not Barbie dolls like that. Like the Ken and the Barbie doll. I used to make them have sex.
Okay,
Oh.
well you're just a young horn.
At
nigga.
what age? At what age were you doing this?
Just a horn, just a horn dog nigga.
Yeah, like, cause yo, I grew up on watching soap operas with my dukes and shit. I
Days
used to
of
see
Our
that shit.
Lives.
Days of Our Lives.
Yo, listen.
Passions.
I'm telling you right now, I didn't
Passions
watch
a big one.
Passions.
Passions
Bear
a
Youth
big
watched
one.
Passions. I didn't watch that shit.
I was a religious
Nah.
Passions watcher, bro.
Beer man,
he really was.
Right after school, I'll go and watch Passions.
All I'm gonna say is this.
I didn't fuck with it.
All I'm gonna say is this. Days of Our Lives.
These are like is big ups too.
When you hear that theme song come on, Zine, when it's 5 o'clock in your house and you hear do no 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 do no 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 do no no no
Is it through the hours of the through the hours
what's
of
going
the,
over my head.
through the hours of the what?
Fam,
The hourglass
Days of
them
Our
shit?
Lives.
Days of Our Lives, yeah.
Through the hourglass of time, these are the days of our lives. Yo, fam,
Jesus.
somebody answer me a question. How the fuck is Victor still alive?
Victor Newman, bro. Damn.
Victor Newman.
that
That
nigga
man's
hasn't
still
aged.
alive,
I
fam.
think it hasn't aged either.
Still with the family drama. Does anybody know? Does anybody know?
I don't
No?
even know, bro.
Okay.
Got nothing.
But I don't know. Passions was still the best soap opera of all time.
I wouldn't know. I didn't watch it.
I not. I don't
Yeah,
think it's
no,
not
I
I wouldn't know
refuse
either.
to watch it.
Wow.
I remember in high school, things used to be argued. Yo, we gotta get home to watch Passions. Like, we gotta get home to watch Passions.
lit, bro.
Fam, I refuse to watch it. I refuse.
I was
I'm
on
trying to
Passions
watch, like,
early,
Heart
from, like
Attack
grade
or,
4,
like,
grade
you know.
5. I was on Passions.
I
like,
refuse because too many things was on it. It was
Or like
it was
Magic
getting
School Bus.
Well, that's
I wasn't watching no Passions.
a totally different story.
soaps are proper though. Still back in
For
the day.
who? For Matt?
Yo, you like soap? Yo, soaps are pretty. Yo, dog. I came up on soaps because I used to go to in the summertime. I used to go to Jamaica, right?
And that's all they had on TV.
Exactly, bro.
The- the-
I'm,
what
in
you gotta
do?
I'm in the country, dog.
What
You
they
don't do
what they
shit.
say?
You don't do anything.
My what they call it? My shows. My. What they call it? What do Jamaicans call soap operas?
Fuck. And
I don't
know-
remember,
I know
but
you're
you,
talking about,
Jamaican
yeah,
Caribbeans know what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah, I know
about.
you're
They have a
talking about,
certain
yeah.
word for
Yeah.
it's like they call them poor and blue movie. They have a certain word for soap
I know
operas.
you're talking about.
But anyways,
That's why I came up on Passions.
okay, I guess I was just never that man. There might be people in the audience who are listening and be like, "Yeah, Passions was
That was
the
a
shit."
big show.
I was
dog.
never that. I know it was a big
It
show.
was fucking
I just
poppin'.
refused because I was one of them contrarian niggas. Was just like everybody's watching shit. I'm not watching it. This shit's trash. Fuck this shit.
Just had to be against the grain, huh?
And speaking against the grain, niggas is going against the grain right now in Chicago. If you're not aware, R. Kelly, Step in the Name of Love, Mr. Ignition, they're protesting right now in Chicago for Mr. R. Kelly's freedom. Now, as to why they're doing this, I have no idea. If you guys have a clue, let me fucking know so I can be aware, because I'm confused. This nigga has tried every fucking trick in the book to get out of fucking prison. He tried COVID. They're not letting it happen. He tried fighting this shit with a lawyer.
Kells.
It's not letting it happen. He tried bringing character witnesses. It's not letting it happen. This nigga has a whole biopic out. Fam, eat it. You're not coming out of there. It's a wrap for you. There's no more stepping in the name of love. I know you're probably cheese because niggas is keeping niggas up at night singing, trying to get your album keynotes together, and they're not having it in the cell. But you gotta eat that, my guy, and not come home. No
Yeah,
6ix9ine for you.
He could stay, but you know what? It's really hard to skip Ignition when it comes on.
Yeah,
you know?
what I mean? This is a
That's
big
a
track.
fact. That's a fact.
The thing why I know R. Kelly's a supporter is he was a king of R&B at one point.
I
No,
wanna,
So,
yeah.
He was so skewed on his
He's
image.
got a lot of he was birthed a lot of he's the reason a lot of kids are born.
Yeah.
But that don't mean shit. He got
This
a
nigga was
cut.
illiterate, bro. Writing some hits.
Piss on you.
Hey, you don't need to
Pee
write
on
to
you. I'ma piss on
freestyle.
you.
Hey man, he wrote some of the biggest songs.
He did, and this is not an R. Kelly appreciation moment. Get this nigga the fuck.
Yeah, we kind of
Out of here.
I'm not hyping. I'm not trying
This
to hype up,
nasty
I'm not trying to hype
nigga.
up. I'm not trying to hype up R. Kelly anyway, but I'm just trying to tell you from a different perspective why people
Listen,
be out here.
I would
supporting
put
him.
respect
I
on
guess
his name
Chicago just has pride for its
if
people.
he had respect for himself. We can't support that at all. We can't support R. Kelly.
I don't
I'm sorry.
support the underage shit still.
I'm sorry.
Fuck
you
no.
fought the Pitney them, so fuck you. End of that story. Next on the blood clot docket.
R.I.P. Aaliyah.
R.P. Aaliyah. Indeed, R.P. Aaliyah. Next
I
on
wonder
the
if he
fucking,
pissed on her too.
That's shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Why not?
That's shake. As a black man, I'm not gonna stand for that. You could say that. I don't co-sign none of that. That's Andrew talking.
Hey, I'm not saying he should have done it, but I'm saying he's fucked up enough to do it.
Fair enough. That's a fair enough point. And speaking of fucked
What's
it
with
up,
these R&B singers pissing on bitches, man?
yo, what? Yo, listen. We already had this discussion.
Yeah, we had this discussion.
This
but
is
like,
it's literally fam. It's the same shit with Epstein. B. These niggas get. It's when you have pussy in abundance, you gotta
Yeah.
find ways to spice that shit up. And pissing on bitches, I guess, is the spice that
Might as
this
well
nigga's at.
fucking wear a Koski fucking robe, bro.
Hey, to each his own. Long as I can reach the throne and heat your dome. Nice. Next on the docket list, it's a lot of fuckery going on. Speaking of male and women issues, Tory Lanez,
Daystar.
Daystar.
Peter. And you know what's crazy? I'm happy I have my guys in the building right now because listen, a lot of people have outside perspectives on Mr. Daystar Peterson. However, my guys here have went to school with Daystar, have seen Daystar before he was Tory Lanez. Every man remembers Daystar Peterson outside of Bramley City Center selling his CDs for
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah, he's been
And
on
even when mans didn't buy the CDs, he said, yo, just give me anything that you have. I just want
Yeah.
you to hear this music. I can't support that. But
And
anyways,
look at him now.
But anyways, all I'm saying is this. I think Tory Lanez has had a problem for a very long time.
You know what thing with Tory right now? I'm not so surprised all this shit's happening because this nigga's a wild out from high school.
That's
He was a wild
He's
boy.
wild out from high school.
point.
Bro.
That is my point.
I'm not really super.
I am happy that Tory
Yeah,
has
imagine if I take that,
has
because
chose
this is
to
what-
remain silent during this whole issue. However, you are
What
not
could he
the
say?
only man. My guy, Big Mike, the Lord Flame, also told me that verbatim, and he could come in and correct this on the next episode. The man said, "Yo, I was at a show with Tory one time because we were opening for a show. This man came in beaked up, loud, hyped, no reason, and then quieted it down real quick after, like a chihuahua. And apparently, that's the man's. I don't know the man personally. It's just I keep hearing these stories of man saying he hypes off of nothing and then calms it down real quick afterward when he catches himself.
I mean, there's been evidence like that. Like even the video of him and Travis.
Oh yeah.
I've been saying that.
Travis was hella cool. This child and Tory just hyping up. in
Travis
his
just
face.
looked high as fuck and didn't want to be there. You know.
But
Tory's-
what was it about? Because Tory wrote a hook over a song for T.I., right? And Travis sung the hook and shit. And then imagine saying Tory wrote for Travis, which wasn't.
It's just a whole bunch of logistical mix up.
Yeah, Travis just did a favor for T.I., really.
This guy was ready to fight him at 5'3".
Yeah.
He's not really 5'3". He's like 5'6".
And
Yeah.
speaking of fight, you guys remember that OKY Osiris bullshit?
Oh, the boxing
When he was
thing?
going around on his boxing tour?
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't
guess
know
what?
Why was that nigga doing that shit?
And then guess
he's getting beat up in every fucking video.
Marketing,
Why was he doing? Oh yeah, for clout. I
roll
guess.
out.
Definitely.
But yeah,
he looked like a clown.
Remember how the man came out and said, "Yo, me and Tory got the fade in," and then I put Tory out, and Tory popped up quick about, "Yo, the man put out 10 seconds of the clip, put out the rest of the clip where I put you on your ass." He was quick with it. He's not. Yo, listen, this is the problem. Daystar Peterson, mans know you from down here when you were Canada. Y'all remember that?
Canada.
Sean Kingston,
Sean.
Canada.
Time
Zine?
is money.
Zine, we knew you from back then. You're a good youth, and that's not a disrespecting. You're a good youth, fam. You know how to live, sir. You know how to go on, sir. Especially what you're alleged to do, fam. It's crazy to me. I'm gonna say this right now. Bear Mans, and including the Lord LaFlame, co-signed Tory from Time. Said, yo, this nigga Tory's official. This man has tune. This man's on his way up. And it took me real long to see it.
Really, yeah?
But I
Really?
listened to his albums and I said, yo, maybe
What's the
this
sound?
guy's got a point. Maybe he's got a point. His Chicks tapes do well. And then he just had his quarantine
I never
radio.
really liked any of his albums though.
That what's it called?
Up until recently.
I told you. I
Eh.
told
Up until
you.
recent-
I told you is where I started.
I told you
it was
is
not
where-
bad.
Is where
Yeah,
I
it's-
started. It was all right.
It was
good.
all right. It was
all right. It's good.
not bad. Yeah, it was good.
Good
But
starting point.
he's elevated himself.
I like his mixtapes though.
He's
Lost Cause.
Chicks
I did too.
A lot of people do.
Chicks tapes. Cruel Intentions. Fire.
Okay.
EP.
So he's elevated himself. We could say that. Now, mans have been saying from time Tory's that guy. And then I started feeling like, yo, it's good to see another man besides Drake in the city that has that amount of notoriety and clout and ability with song making.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was good to know that Drake was just not the highest that it could be, that there are other mans out here who could do it. But this shit right here, very shake, very, very disheartening. I'm just happy.
If this all comes out of the truth, he fucked
Yeah.
up his career.
Yeah, I'm just happy.
I hope
that-
there's some crazy
I'm
explanation.
just happy that within this madness, he's been one of the only artists to do the right thing, and that is shut the fuck up and let your lawyers handle it.
I mean, I think he can probably get off still.
I'm pretty sure that's why we haven't heard from Meg until we did. It's because there's a lawyer issue.
But Meg was stupid for
Hey,
talking
she
about that
came
shit.
out. She came out talking about, yo,
She shouldn't have talked about it though.
I'm gonna stop sparing you if you stop lying. Now, when I heard this, I
She
said to
shouldn't
myself,
have
yo,
came
when is Tory lied? This man's hasn't
Yeah.
said anything.
Man didn't even say anything.
But
she's
apparently-
saying, she's saying her publicist or
There's a lot of shit going on
behind
behind the scenes,
But she was dumb for even
bringing it out.
bringing it out because now they can dissect what she says in court type.
Now,
shit, you
if
know what I
she
mean?
because she actually came out and named Tory the shooter, they're not obviously gonna have like enough to like just convict
Charge
him
him,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
However,
What the fuck did you shoot her for, man?
I don't think he
Come
meant
on,
to shoot
Daystar.
her. Though. I think he trying to scare
no,
her.
no,
Yeah,
no,
honestly,
no, no.
You
Listen,
think the nigga trying to?
I don't think he was trying to shoot her for real.
Yeah.
If that's allegedly
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happened.
if that was- I don't think he's
Realistically speaking, in my mind head,
He shoot her.
you know when you deal with certain things like that, you have to rough up sometimes.
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to, and sometimes niggas
Assert
go
dominance.
overboard with their example of dominance, right? And it leads to, unfortunately, these type of situations.
Lion with small penis must compensate with mighty roar.
And there it is. I mean, hey,
It's a short man.
I've
syndrome,
never.
so-
I've
It's this-
It's definitely a short
yo,
man
listen.
syndrome
Every
still.
man is saying that the man has a Napoleon complex. I can sort of see it for myself, but I don't want to put that on a man like that. I just feel like maybe from seeing his whole career and seeing where the man came from, I feel like the man wasn't getting respect being Daystar, and he took on Tory full time. Because let's remember, the man went from Canada to El Chapo, El Chapo, El Chapo. He's the biggest drug dealer in town. Musically,
Diego.
same
I
shit.
feel like he's always had identity crisis with his
He-
shit.
He seems to, but now he's finally getting into a groove in a lane where he's Tory Lanez. He's established himself. His sound is established. What he can do with his pen is established.
He's
He's
not.
not-
He's
he's
like a street nigga, but you're not really a street nigga though. These guys gotta stop doing that.
fam.
shit.
We knew
These
Tory
niggas
was not
got-
a street
yeah,
nigga.
these niggas gotta stop doing that shit though. Cause that's why you got themselves in fucking trouble.
But you gotta live your rap sometimes. That's the problem with rap music. A lot of niggas have to become.
So
who
let's
they
shoot
pretend to
Meg.
be.
This nigga's trying to say he's an
God
R&B
damn.
singer though. I mean, honestly, the R&B singer now. The
R&B singer. That's El Chapo, El Chapo, Diego.
R&B singers are the new gangsters now. If you look at it, they're the ones beefing.
That's
They're
true.
the ones who's fighting.
That's true because
You know what I mean?
because before this whole pissing on bitches thing, Trey Songz was known to get it in. That
Yeah.
nigga was known to not. You can't play him
and
soft.
Tories are fighting niggas. Who's he fighting? That fucking
Okay,
that
why?
nigga, that nigga with the
Man, Tory's nuts.
No, not that guy. That nigga with the blonde hair, yo. He was fighting that other R&B nigga. What's his name?
August Elsa? No.
No, not that nigga. He was fighting. Oh, fuck,
Blonde hair.
blonde hair. You know him. I just can't remember his name right now. Off the top of my head.
Blonde hair.
Yeah, I have no idea.
R&B nigga.
Yeah. I figure his name off the top of my head. Right
Blonde
now.
dreads.
No. He like short hair.
Then I don't know.
You if I said his name, you know him. But
Does he have a
Tory-
hot song right now?
Not right now, but he had a hot song before and shit. Tory was beefing that guy. I don't know.
MGK? MGK?
MGK, not white.
Oh,
guy.
fucking
R&B guy, bro.
that guy that was on the Eminem track.
Oh, Jordan
Fucking
Lucas.
Jordan
Nah,
Lucas,
Not
yeah.
like that, but that was like a rapper thing though.
That was-
still.
yeah.
No, they
rap
weren't
battle
even
type
beefing.
shit.
That was more like competition. They're
Yeah,
going back
yeah,
and forth.
yeah.
That wasn't really a serious thing.
Yeah, R&B guy. I'll check. Forget his name. Forget it though.
Anyways, if you guys know who the fuck this guy is, you guys can fill in the blanks. I don't know who this dude is right now. Anyways, so you're saying
Yo, R&B niggas are the ones that get into beef, bro.
that's true. A lot of
August
R&B
Alsina-
niggas are showing they're not soft. They've been
August
showing
Alsina's
from
getting
time they're
into
not
beef and
soft.
shit. Like
They're not. They've been showing they're not soft. But But either way, like you don't have to. Fam, like why?
Chris Brown's beating up fucking Frank Ocean, calling a faggot over a parking spot.
Yo, I
Oh
don't
my
know,
God.
dog. I just don't understand niggas'
Chris.
propensity to fuck shit up because man's like me. I'm in a position now. Like if we're in that position, if man's had the world at our feet, bitches ego, it's not dead in it, dog. And now the man just put. And then what's crazy is he set up his situation so well. He had his son with an EP credit on all his future projects, and the man just got independent. And now this is gonna
he got
suss.
independent, yeah,
and now
man.
this is gonna suss his
He's the king of
sales up.
quarantine, bro. Quarantine
And now
radio.
and now his family's gonna have to suffer because of a momentary lapse in judgment over ego. Allegedly, we don't know what
Allegedly.
happened. We only speculate off of what's been told.
Funny thing is though, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets off.
That's gonna cause a major issue.
I would not.
You think
be
he's gonna?
surprised.
You think he's getting off?
That's gonna cause a major issue.
I believe there's a high possibility
Because
he might get
people
off.
are waiting for this man's deportment right now.
Yeah, I know. I think there's a high
They're
possibility.
waiting on bated breath to get him to fuck
Why you
out
think
of
that?
here.
I think it's a high possibility he might get away with this shit.
Why?
Why?
Lawyers for sure. He's gonna have the money for
Obviously,
lawyers.
he's being very quiet, so he's not incriminating
yeah.
himself. Yeah.
And he's still technically not charged with shooting Meg.
That's true.
He's just been charged with a concealed weapon in the vehicle.
But why not? Why not charge with the shot? That's the craziest part.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. And it's been happening from a while now.
And you
They
know what?
investigated happened.
And you know what I'm starting to see.
Apparently there was an eyewitness too, but I haven't heard about this shit.
Initially, when I heard that Meg saying, "Yo, people are coming at me," I saw the jokes, I saw the memes, cool. But I didn't necessarily think that people were fenning Tory like that. And then a couple days later,
Yeah, man.
after she put out this video where she's talking her rah rah rahs and blah blah blahs, I'm starting to see people come out more saying, "Yo, I don't believe this bitch."
Yeah.
Now
That's why she had to come to with the photos of her foot.
So I'm talking to Mike. Shout out to Mike, and this man said, and if we could have got him on the phone, I'm just gonna speak on his behalf. He can correct for next time. This man said, "I don't believe this bitch. First off, this bitch is an alcoholic, so shake." Right now, I had to really sit there and listen to what he's saying. Her whole brand, drive the boat, da 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 da, alcoholism. Every time you see her, she's driving a boat or taking a boat or whatever the fuck these girls like to call it. So that's one. She's young. She's heavily into alcohol. I cannot call her an alcoholic. However, I'm just going off the information that's planted in front of me. Two, she said in her thing, "Yo, I feel cheated. I feel betrayed by people who I cared about deeply," right? Now, at first, when you listen to that, you could say to yourself, okay, her and Tory clearly had a thing. Everybody
they're
assumed that
definitely
they were
fucking.
fucking.
They definitely had a
They're
thing,
right?
fucking, for sure.
Everybody saw that
Everybody
Instagram
assumed
live.
because they had a thing, she was referring to Tory. Lo and behold, a story comes out that what we thought initially was 3 people in the car
It was 4
was
people.
actually 4 people in the car. And the 4th person is Tory's security.
That's
So now the plot thickens even further.
yeah.
Right? One, how if you have security in the whip, or if security is your driver, does your guy who's your client get a hold of a gun, let alone your gun? If you're
Security,
supposed to be
that's
security,
security's gun for sure.
if it's security's gun, how does he get your gun? Why does he have access to your gun if you're serious security?
That security sounds like a homie.
Shake. 3, the thing said she stepped out the whip because she was arguing with the man, correct? At which point she received a shot. How you know who shot you if you're walking away from the vehicle? shake, correct? So
Well, who's to say that he didn't call her name out and she turned around and then saw herself getting shot?
in the heel,
Yeah.
did you see the injury picture?
Yeah. I saw it.
Shake.
That's
It
what I'm
look.
telling you though.
It looks like
Lawyers are gonna dissect everything she said in that fucking video.
this is the craziest part. I don't want to be on this whole like, yo, get this bitch the fuck out of here way, but we have to be careful in these times because men, and I'm not defending Tory. I'm just saying we have to be open to giving this man his proper due and time to be faced with legal action and whatever case they need to go through to make sure all the details and shit is in order before we make a fucking final judgment on the whole situation. I'm just saying man's presented certain evidence to me, and initially I thought, where is the defense for this guy? I'm starting to see, even if she didn't lie, she didn't tell all the truth.
No, for sure. She's definitely leaving out shit.
Of course.
I
That's
feel
probably
like
because of
I
legal
feel like
Not
issues.
the whole
very
story. We're not hearing
important-
the whole story.
I feel like very important aspects of this situation, this scenario, are being omitted
for sure.
for
We
whatever
haven't even
reason.
heard half the story.
Yeah, we don't know exactly.
Like they
what's
say,
going
there's
on.
3 sides of the story: hers, his, and the truth. We only got hers.
Yeah.
So, again, more will be revealed, and hopefully in time we can sort this shit the fuck out and get the final story on this shit, because this shit is super shake, and it needs to solve. It's been going on too long. There's been too many mysteries. This shit needs to solve.
As Tory, if you did it, bro, you're fucked. Cause if he gets deported, that's to Canada. That's bare money gone.
We've been
I hope Tory didn't do it.
I hope he didn't do it too.
It's not looking too good.
It's not looking too good for him,
His
but-
music and shit. You know what I mean? The fact that he came up.
Been saying that, Tory. Man's rate you. Man's give you your roses and all that. Man's check back at my Instagram comments. Man's give you your roses from times. But if this is Guanin fam, highly disappointing. Highly disappointing. Highly disappointing. Anyways, anything you guys want to talk about before we get out of here?
What should we? What's happening?
Any topics you
lately?
guys
What's
wanna
happening
get
in the
off?
world?
It's up to you. Anything you guys want to get off before you go?
I'm just really still bummed out about the Chad Boswick death.
Yeah,
That came out of nowhere. That really came out of nowhere.
That
That
hurt.
really came
That
out of
was fucked
nowhere.
up.
And to know again, Chadwick Boseman died 42 years old after battling with colon cancer for 4 years, and the man was still putting out movies in that time, bro. Still putting out movies in that time.
That's
But you know, you got to keep the family fed, so I can understand that.
Yep. Well, best wishes to them.
Yeah. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman again.
I have a question for man.
What?
As we start getting into our later 20s, do you think it's harder to date now?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Right?
Absolutely, but we're fam. Do we really want to get into this? Do you really want to get to this? I want people to know right now. Mans are sauce, so we're very open to talk Gaza right now.
Yes.
Mans, listen,
We can get deep into this though.
we're at 56-hour mark. I guess we're gonna close out with just some random thoughts. Man said, "Is it harder to date now?" Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now, from my personal experience. I'm very jaded. Things don't want to
Yes.
build. Things just want to come in on the end point when you have what you have.
Oh yeah,
And
They want a
enjoy the
finished
fruits
product.
of your labor.
Yeah.
I'm not saying all of them do, but a lot of them have the mentality and the mind state where building is not a thing, because now we live in an age where instant gratification,
With our age now, yeah, man's got to have it.
you have to.
What I don't like is certain bitches will come across how they're real and they're straight up and shit, but then they still move wishy-washy on
Fam,
mans.
when it comes to things,
You know
you
what
don't.
I
You
mean?
never go off what they
Women.
say. You just
Yo,
go off
I
what they do.
what they
You go off
action.
what
You
they
always gotta
do.
go off actions.
You
Still.
always
At
have
the
to
end
go
of
off
the
what
day,
they do,
bro.
because they will never. 95% of the time, what a girl says and what she does is two different things.
Yes.
And she'll try and convince you that they're the same thing, but you need to
Yeah.
stop listening and start looking.
Yeah,
Of course,
for
women
sure.
are hypocritical. They always have been, always will be.
People are hypocritical, but you know, it's a little bit crazier with women since they have the old fairer sex thing and they can finesse you into believing like, yo, listen, I just realized gaslighting has been women's superpower for years.
True that.
They're
Gaslighting has been women's superpower for years.
I can see where you're going with that.
Not anymore. Not anymore. I will not personally.
Oh.
I tell niggas all the time, me, not in a position to be dating anybody. Not.
I want to talk about Future, Hendrix.
Oh, and Lori Harvey.
Lori Harvey.
Yo, listen.
Fuck your mask off.
The Messiah.
The Messiah.
We knew this was
Messiah of
happening.
the
We knew this was
savages.
happening. All I'm gonna say is this: the nigga,
The misogynist
the
king
nigga
himself
fell
got
in love.
played.
We all fall on the same thing. We're talking about the sim situation.
Yeah.
We're all a simp at one point or not.
Future got
Everyone
Future.
falls
Remember,
in
the man
love
said, "Give me Lori,
sometimes.
give me glory." Blah 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 blah.
Shout
That
out
man
Tori.
was smitten. But all I'm saying is this.
She called me daddy because my money long like Stevie.
All I'm saying is this. Now that this
he
heartbreak
was
is
in,
now
yo.
that this heartbreak is here,
There's be some fire music. But yo,
it's gonna be a fire
I wonder how he
album.
feels though.
We'll find out on the album.
Hubris.
Lori Harvey.
We'll find out on the album.
Future.
We'll find out on the album how Future feels. I want to hear it
Yo,
all
her,
on the album.
Her
Don't,
box must be amazing.
don't even let me
To
start.
get Future?
Don't
Yeah,
even-
you gotta
don't-
be, right?
Don't
I
let
mean,
gotta
the
be
way
fab.
she be
Okay,
grinding.
all right. I don't even want to divert this into another conversation, but we got a lot of men here and we can clear this up very quickly. And if there's any women in here listening, you can understand this and hear it from multiple men. Let's be clear. When a man says, "Yo, she got pussy, fire pussy," is it really the texture, tone, wetness of the pussy, or is it what she let you do to you? What she let you do to her? Because realistically, to me as a man,
Yeah.
when I say, "Yo, that bitch box was fire," it's because she came with the full package. She let me do certain things.
Yeah,
She let me get off certain
I see that.
ways.
I see that, yeah.
That's what pussy being fire means. It's an entire package. It's not just your one front area that you're born with. So please be aware of that, ladies. Also, especially in this time, considering, let's just be real, bitches fell off. That's in general. Bitches fell off. Bitches fell off entirely in general.
Bitches fell off.
Bitches fell off. Bitches fell off. And I know you women are saying, yeah, niggas fell off too. Listen, you've been calling us ain't shit for years. We never said that about you. We never said you guys were
That's a
ain't
lie.
shit.
I've said that my whole life.
Bitches
Women
ain't
ain't
shit.
shit. Bitches
Yeah,
ain't
I've been
shit.
saying that lately for sure.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying like
I wrong?
overall, niggas have been like, nah, fuck bitches, because they're still simps. Never that. So it's always a possibility for things to be glorified and things to be put on a pedestal. But just remember, no thing can butter your bread upon two side. And if you don't know what that means, think about it. And this is the Hate Me Later podcast. Signing out.
Good night.
Bye.
Solo talk.
Jeez.